Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a memory keeping spread. If I can, I will make this video with two layouts. So we're doing the last 2 weeks in June because I'm a little bit behind. So we'll do this one and the next one, similar to the last video. So I've pulled out this rainbow with like gold foiling or holographic stripes on it. It's just been in my stash. I believe it's from a paper pad, I believe from Michael's, because it wasn't attached to it. And I've printed out my photos. I'm thinking I'm going to go with a very vertical layout just to kind of emulate this. I could go this way. As I decide right now which way to go. But I know the last layouts I did, what were they? I can't even remember now. Well, anyways, but I did pull out some of these in case I want to use one of them. I think just like one of the thin lawn ones, or even this one could be good. This was our first week at our new house, and so I also have these two sticker books, which have slowly become like my favorites, but I'm also hoarding them because I don't want to use them all. So we'll pull something like rainbowy or something from here. Maybe this set would be good with this, and make it even more luscious and pretty. All right, so let's get started. So let's get started making this fun rainbow layout. So I do intend and I complete a vertical inspired layout. This one comes a bit easily for me because I feel like once the verticals are done, like I already know I'm going to put my photos there, and that way the columns also leave the room for the journaling. So this is a very easy go-to layout for these planners or your memory planners whenever you feel stuck. But when you grab a fun pattern paper like this, it instantly kind of ups it a little bit and makes it fun because the pattern paper is as fun as it is, and also had like that gold like holographic trimming inside of it. So it really worked out well. And so I'm auditioning the larger Mombi sticks. Now I think I had shared in the last one how I was trying to use things I haven't been using, and yet this pack of big sticks I have kind of gone through. I do like the big titles that were just these rainbow colored expressions, so I might have to buy this pack again. I do believe it's at Joann's. So that one may need to be repurchased, but here I am auditioning it because I like it. And the only thing I was having trouble with here was that the letters, the P and the L from place, you can see it blends into that stripe, but then if I leaned it more over to the right, the C and the E of the word place blended into the pink. So I just wish they had been flip-flopped, but in the end you still can see it. Like that was the only thing that you saw me move it around multiple times. Then I was just playing around with all the florals, and I do end up going with this kind of blue-green page more instead of doing like the bright colorful ones. I just thought, I don't know, it was just a choice I decided with and went with it. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason other than I like it. So in this, like I said, it was our first week in our new house, so you're still living amongst the boxes. Vale is playing and eating, while I was home. We cleared out the garage enough to make room for our cars, which is a very big upgrade and big deal for us. And I was repotting some plants, and FYI, most of my plants have not liked the move. I've lost a bunch of my beautiful plants. The lighting is just different, and things go into that. So then just for some added detail, I do go in with a Heidi Swap stamp that just says like enjoy these moments, collect moments, things like that. And the layout turned out fantastic, very colorful. My channel, we are catching up still in my memory planner, and I am going to try to use these wrong collections. I have both packs of these, the ones that come with the girls and all like the little sayings, and I never use the girls. I always feel, especially like in my memory planner, you don't want them to compete with like my photos, and then I never really use them in my planner because I don't really decorate that. So I have both of these sets, so I am trying to force myself to use them today, at least two of them. So I have this like bamboo looking wood grain that's green. I have some copy paper and my photos. So I'm thinking of using this pretty girl on this side, and then this whole motif with living my best life and the monstera leaves, and then this little girl here with the photos of like the last week in June / the start of July. What I also want to consider is doing some stamping with this Palm Fronds stamp set from Close to My Heart. I haven't used it yet, so I definitely maybe want to do like them around the top, just so that there's a lot of foliage, because there's the Monsteras on her dress and the Monstera leaves here, and she's kind of like this whole, you know, vacation-y vibe. So I'm thinking that, and then yeah, so I have some pool photos, just some bright photos. I got another plant, this ginger, and I was cutting some cantaloupe, and I have a great photo there. And then this one I printed black and white because the colors were competing. And then this one I'm going to try to use. Valentina was sick most of this week, so she missed camp. So the colors are muted though, so I can probably put that somewhere for the story. So yeah, let's get started. You know, leave me a comment down below if you two also have trouble using the little lady figurines, because I mean, they're great, don't get me wrong. Rong as an illustrator, phenomenal, but hard for me to use in anything that I do. You know, even she's cute with her little iced coffee and her little hat and strawberries on her sweatshirt, you know. So yes, let's just get started. So go figure that before I had mentioned that the Mombi sticks that just had big, large, colorful sentiments, I have no problem using. But then here I am having a tough time using these Wrong girl collections, because they've both been in my stash forever. That I actually think for the rest of them too, in case I don't use them as much, maybe just go into like my journaling pages and stuff, because they can just be nice little illustrations on my journal pages. But leave a comment down below if you have like certain things that you find hard to use, because they're just harder to use. They're a little bit challenging. So actually for this layout, and I think I mentioned it in my outro, this turned out really great. So the anchoring, this scrapbook paper that kind of looks like wood grain that's green, complemented the girls really, really well. And I just used copy paper because I knew that the clear stickers would be competing with the grid pattern in the back. So I usually do that. That's just like a trick, constant trick. Then once I have the girls and the large kind of title sticker down, I'm able to kind of see where my photo should go. So the only thing I had to do right there was just kind of back the bottom little inch of her dress with pattern paper, because I knew that clear sticker would not be able to see on the green pattern paper itself. So that was just another way just to have the figurine stand out against that scrapbook paper, what I thought worked really well. So here I am going in with Green Apple, New England Ivy. These are both inks from Close to My Heart, and the stamp set was Palms of Frond's Palms or something like that. These are all close to my heart. I will leave the link down below. These are quickly becoming my favorite inks and stamps, and it worked out perfectly. Now I also bring out though a few oxide inks just for a couple more green tones that I knew I had, which was like mowed grass, and I want to say pine needles is the other green one. Oh, and this one is like bundled sage. So I have like literally probably like 5 tones of green to make all of these leaf impressions, which I think worked out so well. And then it definitely gave me an area for my pictures to be clustered together, as you can see me arranging them now. So it worked out great, and honestly, I wish I added more along the top, like where the dates are for the layout. But the way it ended up was really good, and I actually go back and you'll see it in the close-up photos with some holographic Monstera leaf stickers that I just had sitting on my desk from a previous layout that I just did. So it worked out well for this layout, and I'm really happy on the way it turned out. Okay, you guys, this kind of turned out really good. I mean, yeah, I think it turned out really good. It forced me to kind of like cluster your photos, but with the stamping and stuff, it still draws your eyes to it. And then the only like little random guy is this one, but I'm kind of okay with it because I did want to have that photo. It was just a bright, colorful one with my Maui. So yeah, I hope this gives you a little inspiration to use these figurine girls in your memory planner, because it kind of worked out well. I'm glad I challenged myself. Until next time, everyone. Bye.